Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the. I'm not sure where to put this episode, but we're gonna paint something, draw something. And there's actually this new music video by Lady Gaga. And I've been seeing the comment. It's a song called Abracadabra. Um, it does sound a lot like her old work, but it's also somewhat fresh, right? And a lot of my, I guess, generation. I mean, I'm not that old, but it's I don't know. It just feels good listening to this new song, and yeah. So I feel like I need to do something about that. And when you make art, it doesn't always have to be like it doesn't have to involve some kind of grand purpose. You could just do things because you feel like it, and you sort of approach it as you wanting to just express yourself. Sometimes you listen to a song and you want to dance. Um, there is like an artistic version of that or a visual art version. You see something inspiring, you listen to something inspiring, and you just feel like you want to be able to draw that thing. So I'm working on the same file. This is like a quick sort of lesson tutorial slash tutorial for one of our members in the YouTube channel. So we're gonna be drawing in the same file. We're gonna hit tab. Does it work? Tab. I want to bring out my. There you go. Wait, am I in the right layer? Or it needs to be visible. So let me just do that. Let's bring out our color wheel over here. Just drag you to the side. What's interesting is I'm not even using my usual sort of stuff in terms of my pen display tablet. I'm just using my old very first actually I want to use this brush instead. My Wacom Intuos Pro. It's a very old. Is this too big? I'll make it smaller. Yeah, so it's been a while. I actually did the last or the tutorial slash listen bit with my pen tablet. I usually prefer using my pen display. It's one of the reasons why I actually bought a pen display was so I could be more accurate. But there's something freeing about being able to use a pen tablet. Like you're not bending over as much. You're sort of just seeing things directly, and it does give me a little bit of that freedom, I guess. I do like that. And we have this. So I'm referencing like screenshots or a keyframe of a Lady Gaga, like of this specific like video. And yeah. Um, one of the things I want to do more of is just be a little bit more like big, expressive with my shapes, not be so concerned with, I guess, be more gestural. It's pretty much inspired by the last tutorial I did or lesson in the membership, talking about gestures, and it actually inspired me in a way. Just teaching the topic, it made me realize that I did um, have something to say on it, and it just felt good being able to say what I had to say. It doesn't really make sense, but and I do recommend if you're trying to get confident or want to be more confident in your art, try painting things more directly. Essentially, a good start is just doing stuff on one layer um, for fun. because it shows you that you can always find ways to, you know, like you don't have to be stuck with your first stroke. There you go. Do this. That's pretty cool. Abracadabra, la la, ooh la la. I recommend you watch the song because it's pretty freaking cool. Right? And what's so cool when using this, my pen tablet here, my Wacom pen tablet. I mean, I have a couple. One sent over by XPPen and the other by Parble. I have to do like proper reviews of those tablets just because I don't think I did a good, or I think I need to spend a lot of time using those to really give a good solid review. Yeah. But yeah, I do think having like a smaller size pen tablet, for me anyway, it's better just because you can cover a lot of space without having to move your hand too much. You know how some artists say that you need to um, use your shoulders? I get it. You can get some nice strokes using your shoulders, but I like using my wrist. Yeah. Just don't add too much pressure, right? So you won't strain your wrist, but learn how to control yourself, basically. There you go. Let's add a bit of like that, an extra value. Oof. I'm really liking her song. So this whole thing is actually kind of dark. So there you go. Yeah, there are a lot of like, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to say it because it's kind of dark, but she's kind of controversial in a way, Lady Gaga, but I don't know. There's something about it. There's something about it. See that? When you're painting stuff like this, what I'm seeing here is shapes, just the big shapes, and then I'm working my way or through the edges, pushing, pulling, erasing, painting over, and yeah, that's it. If there's one artist I recommend, if you just watch how they paint, you can sort of download their that kind of way of thinking, and you can apply that in your own sort of work. I do recommend the work of Anthony Jones. He's a pretty famous concept artist. Do this. Oh yeah, I have this issue where if I have reference, especially if I'm painting it, kind of like this, I tend to fall into the trap of copying things one to one, and like I forget to sort of exaggerate stuff, and I'm kind of losing. If I do line work, like gestural line work, sure, it's kind of easy for me, but I mean, I could use the erase tool and do this, but I can just click the white in the background and paint over stuff, Anyway, yeah, because he does paint in a very sometimes opaque, sometimes with opacity. It's a very freeing sort of approach, and I do recommend you try it out. Oh shit! I'll try this, this, this. Do that, do that. Because there's like pointy stuff in her, like that. They're like spiky. And you can do this as more of like a warm up. Doesn't have to be too. Again, you don't have to copy everything. Just get the gist of it, and you can actually learn stuff by doing it this way. And it's also fun. Like you're not pressured to be so. I want to add a bit of saturation there. Yeah, you don't have to be so like tight with it. What are the major shapes? Before you even go into detail, just add in those. Yeah, this one is not too saturated, so I do like this gray. And we'll just do that. I want to add some black in the center. And let's not be afraid to use some like light. I want to make this a bit bigger. And some highlights. Again, look at how I'm not zoomed in too much. I'm just being kind of far. I want to make a darker value here just to add a bit of like, her eyes are kind of small on this one. Kind of droopy. Make it darker just a little bit. With some darker shades here. Right? Now, is it super accurate? Probably not. Doesn't matter. Because it's fun. Right? And I think by doing stuff this way, it's going to be easier for you to make stuff up from imagination. Because you're just trying to learn the shapes when you're doing this sort of thing. Like the general gist of things. And you can sort of exaggerate stuff when you're doing your own thing eventually. There is some like gray stuff here. It's not too saturated. He's wearing like latex glove thingies. So I'm trying to find a way to properly or to quickly sort of make it look like that. Very quick indications. There you go. Just blend it out. You know what? Fuck it. We'll add some whites. There you go. Probably not the best. But maybe if I do more of these, I'm gonna get the gist of it, you know? It looks kind of like latex. I could just make sure I add some like white. Really like. I gotta be minimal though. I don't want it to be too glossy. Okay, we'll make it black. Shadows. Doing noses is actually kind of hard. Just because if you're not careful, it can look like a pig's nose, especially if you're drawing the nostrils. I've always had that issue with my work when doing like faces. Let's make the nose a bit thinner because she doesn't have that thick of a nose. Okay, now my wrist is kind of not my wrist, but my pinky muscle is kind of getting a little tired for some reason. I think I'm being too. I guess that this happens when you're not zooming in too much. I want to bring in some white right here in the bottom part of the eye, and even make it a little pink. And then I want to draw. She has like glitter stuff over here. And you can hardly even see her eyebrows with this one. Right? Like when you're doing stuff like, you don't have to copy everything, but by just doing stuff like this, you're going to learn a little bit about this, a little bit about this, a little bit about doing this, and that will transfer to your future artwork in the future. That's all I'm saying. You know what? I think that's a good sketch. I'm going to move on to a different thing. Bye.